Alright, what's up, guys? We've got the third episode on Ikoku Meiro. Now, in this episode, Claude faces a dilemma. He's trying to create a sign for this guy who said he will buy it only if he likes it, and Claude has no choice but to do it because the gallery's business is going down the drain, not a lot of customers, which means he's not making enough money, so he has to take as many clients as possible. So he takes on this job, but he can't necessarily figure out how to draw the sign so this guy will like it and buy it. He talks to Yune. Yune shows him how she writes her name in Japanese. He uses a part of her name, basically a Japanese letter, and creates a sign out of it. And he basically sells that. The guy likes it, and he buys it off of him. He buys her some paper because she was writing a letter to her sister in Japan. So he buys her that out of surprise. Uh, that's really this episode doesn't really have that much to talk about. I mean, it was a good episode, but it's not something to necessarily talk about or discuss anything important in that episode. The only thing that I thought was a little interesting was how Oscar, the grandpa, you saw him in this episode with another woman, at a cafe or whatever, and basically you don't see him working or you don't see him actually having a job, but yet he's still spending all this money taking these women out to little cafes and everything, treating them for their buying food for them when he doesn't necessarily have a job. So I don't understand where he's getting all this money. Maybe he does and they don't show us, but necessarily I don't think he has one. So I don't see where this magic money to keep meeting women and buying them food is coming from. I think it's funny. It's all the only reason I only think about it. I don't necessarily think about it seriously. I just think it's funny. And then in the end, you're able to see the girl that bought Yune's mom's kimono, and basically now this little French girl has it, and she like talks too much and yells too loud, and basically she's obsessed with the Japanese people or the culture, and she finds out that there's a Japanese girl that where her mom bought the kimono from, and she decides that she wants to have tea with this girl, and she tells her butler Edgar, which I think that name is so bad. I hate that name. I don't know why, but I don't like that name. Edgar, the butler. He should have been named Sebastian. Sebastian is a butler's name, guys. Sebastian. Every butler should be named Sebastian. Every butler should just be named Sebastian. But she tells this Edgar guy to go find the Japanese girl, and I want to have tea with her. And that's really how the episode ends. You're able to see a preview, and that's about it. So nothing important necessarily happened, nothing that important to discuss, so I'll see you guys later on the next episode.